During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. He was a perfectly healthy baby boy to us. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us the thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart Kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
It's just to go out there and give it your all every time. And
when you're young and you're getting the old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Eddie. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to your Wednesday catch-up with Kinser and Booker. We call it our shed night, but we've got some exciting news coming your way throughout the show as well, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves. The 1st of November today, that means 2 more months, the year will be done, but also gets closer to the end of the year, whether or not you celebrate Christmas, New Year's, but also getting your speedway fix around the local tracks up and down the country. My mate Booker, who joins us right now. Good evening, Books.
Evening, mate, evening. Yeah, we're another Wednesday night shed night, another exciting night ahead of us. First off, I suppose we'd like to thank Craig Cardwell for our we're wearing tonight. He sent us a couple of hoodies each, or a hoodie each and a couple each, but to wear. So we're wearing our Cardwell hoodies, our 3NZ hoodies, pretty proudly. Thanks for that. They're freaking awesome, Aikens.
Mate, they are... Yeah, unbelievable, actually. Massive graphic on the back. It's got the Cardwell name on the side there and everything like this as well, the construction, but also the name. But yeah, mate, they're bloody awesome. It's even got the dates on there when he was 3NZ and so forth. You know, the car looks outstanding, but graphically, the image on the back of this stuff. So thanks to the Cardwells, Craig, TC, and everyone else for sending these through. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. It's freaking awesome.
It's awesome. Hey, what's awesome though, I want to catch up because you upset me on Saturday morning heading to Gisborne. You're right up on the Kokpit page, pretty well told everything, how you enjoyed yourself over there. You'd never been there. You jumped in the passenger seat next to Pete Rees on your way to Gizzy, and wow, the rest is history. You enjoyed yourself,
mate. What it's such a like I said on the write up, you know, like it's such an awesome track. I'd never been to Gisborne before. But the thing that I think that made it a great track was just everybody was just so friendly and greeting, you know, like the committee people and the officials and stuff. They were very accommodating and just walking around the pits and the positivity around the pits and the fun. And that's not to say other tracks aren't the same, but you know, like you go, we get there, we go to the gate, and straight away the person greets us at the gate with a bit of banter and a bit of fun, and you go, you know, and you don't get that at every track, you know, but like we had great time last time with at Huntly. They always treat us like that, and it was good fun. And Rotorua. I'm always having fun at my home track at Meone because I'm always, you know, Hawke's Bay proud as hell. But for the first time at Gizzy, it was awesome, you know. Sam and the crew there, they were just awesome. And, you know, you go to club rooms afterwards to have watch the prize giving, and I walk in and the bloody quart bottle gets handed to me by bloody Ethan Rees, and I'm sitting at the table there having a quiet beer, and another bottle gets chucked in front of me. I go, no, someone's got to drink it, they reckon. Then another bottle gets put in front of you, and another bottle gets put in front of you. It's like, bloody hell. But yeah, that's not what it's all about. But, you know, even getting told I could go up the top there and film, and I got to stream some races for people. We don't normally do that. That's not our thing as such. You know, we're not into the live streaming of the racing and stuff. It was just a one-off thing I thought I'd do. There's no one there, and that SNZ official guy said, go up there and film it. And so I said, oh, rightio. Yeah. And then Pete and Ethan, when I finished, said, oh, you might as well go do some more, you know. So away I went and did that as well. And so people seem to enjoy it, but I see there's a bit of opinion. Let us know, people, because I think that's something we might do a bit more of, which was I did that video and showed you the gears, how the gears get changed in the diffs of the super stocks, and then we got Ethan Rees to explain why. If you haven't watched that yet, it's on our page. Have a watch, because it's interesting to see how the gears are changed. They can do this in between races, and you know, and then Ethan explained why they do it. The reason, as the track changes, they might change their gears to get more pace, to make the car faster in and out of the turns. It was quite interesting, Kins.
Yeah, no, exactly. You know, everyone seems to enjoy it when they watch the supercars, the V8. You know, Larko does a lot of that stuff. So, hey, like Booker said, if you want a bit of that to happen while we're out and about trackside, we'll do it, you know, and we think it's interesting. If we think it's interesting, I'm hoping you as a viewer think it's interesting, because it kind of gives you the insight of what actually happens down in the pits and amongst some of the crews and the drivers, their chain of thought, what's got to be prepared prior to going out on the track, because the track changes throughout the night. And as spectators, for those sitting in the crowd, I would guess it'd be quite interesting, especially for the younger generation who seems to be more hands-on and want to be like you, Book, a bit of a tutu and get into the sport of speedway. And it's just about learning. So if we can give you the attribute of what happens with crews and parts of their cars, I think it's very meaningful. And I think it was a bloody good thing that you've done. But overall, mate, I know you enjoyed yourself. 1:30 a.m. finish Sunday. Yeah. And then, of course, you got up and had some breakfast, watched the game. We forget about that and we'll move on and say a bit of a shout out to Tanya, Richard and Trudy, Tracy, Charlie, Aaron's on board watching, Mark Goodman, Steve Murray, Wayne Otten, who was actually down in Gisborne, I understand, as well, Warren Buchanan, Dave Thomas. He's put a bit of a comment there in regards to a show name. We'll talk about that in a second. Paul and Susan, also Brian's watching as well. What else do we have here? Flash fellas. Yeah, we are flashing our hoodies, mate. Tracy Abbott. Spin around, guys. I'll try and spin around in a sec, Dave. Well, I'll do that for you in a second. Yeah, we're going to tell you a bit of the details of the naming. Madhu, always good to have you on board, Madhu. Jace Coley and Ozzy. And the list just goes on. But yeah, we put a bit of a competition up on the Facebook page. You worked on that this afternoon, Books.
Yeah, so a few days ago, we put up a thing there saying that we want you guys and girls out there to help name our show for the season. Bottom line is without all of you that watch us and support us, and the drivers and the crews and the families and everybody out there involved in the speedway, our show's nothing. You know, so as a thing for us to show some appreciation, we wanted to get you guys and girls out there involved with us in our show and name the show for the season. So everybody put lots of people, we got lots of feedback, lots of names. I picked out a few that I liked. Kinser picked out a few he liked, and then we seen which ones were doubled up, and those are the ones who made the finals. So we didn't tell each other what we were picking, we just picked and away we went. So those finalists were, as we put up today, which was Beyond the Talk Show, Inside the Helmet, Green to Checkered, Inside the Grid, Trackside with Kokpit. Now, looking at the votes that everyone's made, somehow there's one that's streaming ahead and I can't see it overtaken. So tonight we're going to announce, I'm just going to double check it now, go back and look. Yeah, it's leaps and bounds ahead. Just make sure I get the right one before I do it, eh? So our new naming show for this season will be Trackside with Cockpit, and the winner is Tyson Goodley has won the prize pack. So you get that prize pack, Tyson. We thank everybody for your input and helping us do that, because it's awesome. It's awesome that you guys are involved, and we really appreciate that you guys support us and enjoy it. So yeah, that's awesome, Kin. So that'll be our name for the season. There you go, our new show name, Trackside with Cockpit.
There we go. Pretty simple. So well done to you, Tyson, young man, and well done to everyone as well. We made everyone be involved with the naming of the show as well, because you, like Booker said, are very important to us as viewers. We catch up with you trackside as well. We come and say hello, and I tell you what, we'll bring some of our stickers around. We'll get some new stuff done. There's a lot of things we're kind of working on that's going to get our brand of our show out there as well. There seems to be a lot going on, and I tell you what's even more pleasing is we get a lot of people wanting us to turn up to their tracks. We have got a full agenda. We've got a full-on calendar, mate. You can see Booker's looking around going, yeah, we've got a full-on calendar just about from here onwards through to, I'm picking April, somewhere around there. We're just about going to be out and about most weekends.
Yeah. So what you'll see us around the traps, and we're going to try and bring you interviews with drivers. It's going to be a challenge for us, because we're probably going to see a lot of the same drivers each week. So we're going to have to try and change things up to bring you guys something better each time, which we will rise to the challenge, Aiken. So, so basically our first meeting is going to be the 17th and 18th of November for our Heart Kids charity and the Pollux teams. Okay. So that is on the Friday night before the Pollux teams in Huntley Speedway. It starts at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
We are going to be doing our auction. Now on that auction, on the weekend, Ethan Rees has given us last year's overalls signed to auction off. Josh Prentice has also given us last year's overalls signed to auction off as well. We've got Vasey's Engineering is behind it with some stuff. We've got Repco Huntley has got behind us. Cam Jar has given us the whole side of a Joblin body to auction off. Claire, Mike's wife, has given us some Hawkeye's pack of bits and pieces that she was making up. She confirmed tonight that they've got for us for the year as well. I believe Ethan's also putting up a paint job of a stock car or a mini stock or whatever as well. Ethan's doing for us. What else have I been told about that I've forgotten?
There'll be heaps. Look, we'll collate a whole list of this, and just keep an eye on the Cockpit page, Facebook page. We'll put all the information up there as well. We are going to go live with the auction as well, because we want that interaction for those who aren't going to make it to Huntley International Speedway on that Friday night. So I know we did get a comment during the day in regards to someone asking when it is. So the 17th of November is the Heart Kids New Zealand Tamariki Manawa Maya, the fundraiser for that. And then, of course, on the 18th, which is a Saturday, the two of us will be in the commentary box, by the way. Yes. We'll be commentating the actual team's event. So that's something new for the two of us. That's when that event is. So it's only 16 days away to the auction. But then, of course, the racing is 17. But I suggest book yourself accommodation, come along and be part of the fun night. It's a night you do not want to miss out on, the auction night. It's all for a good cause. Hard Kids NZ who don't get any government funding. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And the confirmed teams, I've been told, come through to me, which was the Gisborne Giants, Palmerston North Panthers, Wanganui Warriors, Rotorua Rebels, Bay Park Busters, Kiki Kings, Auckland All-Stars, and Waikato Wanderers. So those are your teams confirmed for that event. Now, I also need to say quickly, big congratulations to an up-and-comer. Hasn't got his car on the track yet, though, Kins, this season, is young Caleb Ireland, who got Apprentice of the Year, which is pretty cool for engineering. He's a engineer at Red Steel, I think it is. Is my contrast on 100%, or is Kin's beard even whiter tonight? Yeah, I think that's so congratulations to Caleb. What an awesome job, man. That's freaking awesome. So well done to you, Caleb. I think that's fantastic. There are a lot more vets who will be around, so please don't get upset with us in regards to not being at your track. We're just pretty full on. There is going to be a big week too building up to the event we just spoke about around Heart Kids and also the teams on the Monday. Just keep an eye on the Monday online. We've got something special.
We can say that. So on the Monday, we'll be live from Huntley Club Rooms for our first build-up night. And we were doing the live draw as well for the teams. For that teams there as well. So watch that. But okay, so after that event, myself and Kins will be over to Rotorua on the 25th of November for their triples meeting. Then we are down to Palmy on the 9th of December for the team's invitation, Stock Car Teams invitation in Palmy. Then we're back up to Rotorua for 15th, 16th for that charity event. Yeah. Then the big one, Miani Speedway. It's going to be awesome. It's we'll be there, or we might be there 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of January for that one if the Legends Night goes ahead on the Wednesday. But that's the New Zealand Supers. Then back 19th and 20th of January, we're back to Rotorua for the 240s. Then we're in Palmy for Teams Champs. Then we're back to Rotorua for the following weekend for Mini Stocks in Paradise. And then the next weekend after that, we're back up to Huntley for the Stock Car Teams invitation, plus the Rees, Pollock, Crane, Superstock development teams at Huntley.
Yeah.
Then where are we? Then back to over to Stratford on the 8th and 9th of March for the mods. New Zealand Modifieds in Stratford. And then back up to Rotorua for the North Island Supers in Rotorua. So that's us. We'll try and make it good and active for you guys and girls out there and try and make each show a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty confirmed where we are going to be, but we are knowing that a lot of people are rigging us up and we'll make it to your track as well. So that's a busy season ahead. But hey, we enjoy it. You enjoy it as viewers. We enjoy bringing you the builder to these events as well. That's our focus. It's like what Booker said, it's not about the live streaming. There are plenty of others out there who do wonderful jobs at live streaming. But what do you got there, mate? Have you seen something else pop up?
I am going to do this. Now, people, on the screen there has just popped up for you is a QR code. That QR code takes you straight to the Heart Kids page if you want to donate. So if you don't want to auction, you want to donate a couple of bucks or something like that, then there it is there. I'll leave that up there for a little bit and you can scan that QR code and it'll take you straight through to donate for Heart Kids. So that's who we're supporting. And we're going to make it a hell of a night on that night. So I think that's about it, though, Kins. I think it might be just about close to, unless you got something else.
No, that's about it, mate. We better bring in Mike. He's been sitting there patiently while Claire kind of got his computer all up and going. And let's bring him and have a chat with Mike, eh?
There he is. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good, mate. Good. Like us too, we're very busy with the season, but you're rather busy, mate, because you've got a bit of a role at the track. Tell us about your role with the track now.
It's just, back on the committee. So, going club run, I'm fully behind it. And, just trying to get the track up to scratch again and all the facilities and make it real good before the New Zealand's, A lot of work to be had. And, we're pushing through it.
I know Books is proud about the track. He's very staunch when it comes to his home track of Hawke's Bay and Miani and everything like that. He's always singing Come On the Bay, mate. He never stops singing that bloody song. But, it's good to be back in the hands of people who are with the track associated. That's not saying anything negative to the previous, but it must be good to be back in the own local hands, eh?
Yeah, just, the old tin goes into the own bank and, builds up the club and we can start spending money back into the club. And it just brings in the morale of the club as well. We're racing for ourselves and not racing for a promoter and taking all the money away. We can put it all into the drivers and the track and, make it a top facility like Rotorua and Bay Park and stuff like that.
Wicked. I suppose a lot of that focus is on that big event coming up early January. It seems to bring the crowd and brings the drivers from up and down the country. It's been a while since Miani's hosted it, but there's a lot of focus on that.
Yeah, well, you might as well say it's the second biggest event of the season, apart from Teams Champs.
Yeah.
Everybody comes to it, so you got to make sure everything's up to scratch and looking prim and tidy. So, you got 8,000 people sort of coming in there and she's a tight fit when you get a lot of people at Miani. So we just want to make it worthwhile and everybody have a good time that whole weekend.
Mate, you're looking prim and tidy because it wasn't that long ago with that man sitting up here with me was shaving your beard off for a good cause, eh?
Yeah, it didn't take long to grow back. Sort of got myself into a bit of trouble there, but old Regan set me up. But no, it's good. She'll be coming off again. If I go racing this weekend, I'll probably got to chop it off again because the old helmet, because of my fat head, it gets a bit struggling to put the old belts on. So I might have to chop it off to go racing.
Wicked, mate. Wicked. Hey, recently you're over in the UK. You had a bit of a dabble in the car. You got to check out some of the racing up in the Northern Hemisphere. An enjoyable time?
Yeah, no, it was good. A bit of an eye opener when you go and watch their brisket Formula One things. Their stock cars they look like a pile of junk, but they actually go pretty cool. And especially on tarmac, it was a new experience. We don't do that. And the boy picked it up pretty good, old Keegan. And I was quite surprised how quick he got onto it. But it's like drifting, really. That's what I found it to be. But we went to a lot of motorsport while we were over there.
Yeah, I see that. You kept up to date on your social media page, mate. You kept everyone back home here either intrigued or let alone jealous because you were living the dream, mate, over in the UK.
I don't know if it was living the dream, but it was just one of those things you'd knock off the list while you're there, like Formula One. The missus and the boy are full on into that, and that's an eye-opener in itself, especially at Silverstone. But the best thing I seen was it Festival of Speed at Goodwood. That thing is next level.
Yeah.
That is, if you're a motorsport fan, you've got to make it there and you've got to spend the 4 days there. It's just unreal.
Yeah.
We did it in one day and it just, you can't do it. It's just impossible. You need the 4 days to do it.
Yeah. Wicked. Booker, I know you got something you want to congratulate Mike on.
I was going to say, it's a big, today you're celebrating 7 years, mate, in business too, of being flush drainage.
Yeah, apparently. It's not that fast, I don't know at the moment. But we're ticking along, just a little business that we just keep on chugging along and get up and go to work. Just seems to bypass real quick these days, time.
Oh, yeah, mate, time does go past quick. I brought that up as well because you did quite a bit trying to help a lot of people in the flooded times as well when we had the cyclone come through, mate. So, and I think you actually ended up wrecking a truck too, didn't you? Your own wagon trying to help other people, so...
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I just didn't realise where the airfield was, but hey, you got to do your part. To me, I still feel I didn't do enough compared to what everybody else went through during those floods. So, you sort of... what people went through in that morning you didn't realise till this afternoon just sort of heartbreaks you still to what people actually went through. It's unreal.
So we couldn't get any gas kins around this place when it all happened, and I got a generator going for us because we had no power, and I thought, I'll ring Mike, and all he had was avgas or the race fuel. So I went and got some race fuel and fired up my generator on race fuel. I tell you what, the power was coming on then, I tip you.
Don't you want to be popping flames like those race cars? I think. We run our generators a couple of days on that avgas, but hey, you do what you do when you're in those times, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Well, unfortunate, and it's still unfortunate. Like, I just feel sorry for people not getting their insurance money yet. It's 8 months down the track, and people can't move in their house or can't even start building on their house yet. The government's slack, and it just starts getting annoying.
Yeah, let's hope we get some traction down there because I've just been down there recently a few weeks back for the opening night, and you still see it when you come through into Napier, some of the devastation around, and you talk to people and you still hear about it as well, mate. Let's talk about you yourself, Mike, racing. How the hell and when did it start for you when you got behind a wheel, mate?
It started for me when I come out of my mother's womb, I think. The next day we were at racing. I started when I was 16 when we were allowed to get into race cars and jumped in. Dad had a street stock and I told him to get out because he couldn't drive it. So, I jumped into the free stock and started wrecking them every week and, started going from there. So, was that 16? Now I'm 42 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. So, it's been a long session.
Yeah, street stocks, nothing wrong with that, mate. How'd you go in your street stock?
Yeah, I just went out for a bit of a laugh and had fun with it. Yeah, I've never won anything big in street stocks, apart from wrecking a chassis every week in the old HQ. But yeah, we spent a lot of hours on those things, replacing front ends. Yeah, just had a lot of fun with it. Met a lot of people during that time, and yeah, just got around the tracks and just loved enjoying racing and being a street stock driver until the stock cars sort of started calling.
Yeah. So when did that calling come for you, Mike? How many years after street stocks?
I think Regan went to the street stocks a year before me. I think we did about 5-6 seasons in street stocks, and just we noticed that the stock cars didn't take too much more time in the shed. Street stocks took forever to fix because they were huge. So yeah, it was about 6 seasons in street stocks, and then went over to stock cars. And my first stock car was Ian Easton's Bernie Eagle car thing, whatever it was. The big flash one, yeah. We put a drop floor in it and got that going again. And yeah, I did a season in that and then upgraded to a shiny built chassis. So yeah.
Hey, just going back to that street stock, when you made that comment about telling Dad to get the hell out of there, you could drive it better. So was Dad racing a speedway as well?
Oh, I lost you. Hang on.
Hold on, mate. Okay. So you okay, I can see it clear. You're clear as Mike. You're still there, mate? Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned at the start there, Dad, you told him to get out so you could bloody drive. So has Dad raced speedway as well prior to you and all that?
Oh, he's been born and bred into the speedway as well, and he raced stock cars. Oh God, way back in the day, and pit crew for his mates like Roy McPherson and Peter O'Brien and that. Wow. And then he became a committee and all that for a while. And then he got opportunity to buy a street stock real cheap back in the day. So he bought that and raced it for a couple of seasons. And and I just sort of followed it, learnt the ropes, and then told him it's my time. And that was about it. Yeah. Once I had a job and to pay some for something, do it.
Oh, wicked, mate. Wicked. All right, so it's a family thing. And, of course, I know you've done new stock cars and you do well in that, and you jump in the old super stock as well. And, mate, you enjoy both of them, don't you?
Oh, I do. I enjoy anything racing. Hey, I've been in a midget and I've had to go in a saloon and all that. Anything onto the track. You get to do some circuits, you just love it. But, yeah, you can't beat stock car racing. That's next level, and just the experience. That's just the fun of it. You just don't know what to expect, and you can't trust nobody really. So that's good.
I think it's more they're worried about you on the track than you're worried about them on the track sometimes, though.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. And it will be now because the reputation, so to speak. Yeah, now I've got to watch my mirrors if I just want a flag race. So, hey, if you deal with that, you got to take it, and hey, I'm all for it. But it's just. Yeah, I just want to. I'm getting older now, and I'm fatter and slower, so I just want to go racing really these days.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about that too, because the brilliance of what you bring to racing, especially when you've got your own club mate in there, and it's really going to count for them. I'm going to talk a bit about that, plus what you do at teams racing as well, mate. Unbelievable. We'll touch on that. I just want to go back to that midget thing. How long did you bloody have a go at that?
No, I had one night. Paul Ludeman.
Okay.
It was a TQ midget, not a midget.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Ludeman said I could have a driving one. I thought, okay, and jumped in. And those people mock the TQ, but holy hell, when you're sitting in one and driving them, they're next level. Like I couldn't, because my fat head, the D-force in them, I couldn't keep my head up straight. And they're excellent things. And I'd love to buy one, but stock cars are still where it's at for me at the moment.
And you mentioned saloons as well. You had to go in saloons.
I got a couple of laps in the saloon as well because I did some work on a gearbox, and I said, give me a couple of laps. So boosted one of those, and they're a different handful again. So no, it's just whatever. I've done a production saloon too, so I've gotten around the traps a little bit.
What about a side? Yeah. Well, what about a sidecar, mate? Could you give that a go?
I way back in you remember sort of picnic days?
Yes.
When you could we'd take the crew and all that. Yeah, when we were young fellas, we used to jump on the back, and one of the Miller boys would take us for a hoon around the track. And yeah, one day we jumped on it, and I had this is when Osh wasn't around, ACC or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I jumped on the back with just bare feet, shorts, and a shirt, and no helmet, and we went full noise around the track. Yeah, that was an eye opener. And I thought I'd try and do the old lie down, but then I realised how fast we were going and how fast that track looks when you're that close, and I just held on for dear life because it was pretty crazy.
Wicked, mate. Wicked.
And I wasn't as fat, so I could sort of move around a little bit too.
Brad Lade's watching, 1NZ modified, mate. Just want to wish you all the best, Brad. Mike Mac, absolute legend. He says in the comments there. Mike, are you racing the C Cab this weekend from our winner, Poston Goodley? You racing this weekend, mate?
Yeah, old Sean Jury, he's offered me the C Cab again, so he's going to tow it down all the way from Auckland for me this weekend, and going to help the roughies out, teach the newbies some new tricks and how to team race a little bit, and try and show the maulers, how to work around a block car maybe, or a runner. I could be a runner yet. Just help get involved with the stock cars and try and help them out a bit more as well. And I love the C Cab. It's sort of brought some life back into my speedway again. It's just fun.
Yeah, you bring the fun.
Done some damage in that C Cab to some people in the last couple of seasons, haven't you? Really?
No, I wouldn't like to say that because they probably don't think that. They probably think I'm a CUNT still. So no, I just say it's just part of the game, eh? You're always out for the club guys first, and then you go from there. But the old body and that's not as fit as it used to be when I used to play rugby and all that. So just
who'd you play rugby for, mate? Who'd you play rugby for?
Oh, the mighty Taradale.
Taradale, mate. Mighty Taradale. Yeah. There's no other club close to Taradale.
Wicked.
That's the club I support, Kins, Taradale.
Yeah, no, that's the club you support. That's why I thought he was going to say Taradale.
Regan side, do we, Mike? Hey.
No. Those Texan people, that's the wrong side of town.
Hey, Muddy said, are you going to Iron Maiden, Mike?
Iron Maiden. We went to Iron Maiden in America, UK, but is Iron Maiden coming back again?
He's got a laugh in there, so I don't know. It might be a joke one. But because then he's put us in Nitro Circus.
We did Iron Maiden, mate.
Hey?
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a CUNT as well, but
he was a bit of a sook.
That poses TV wannabes.
Are you coming to Stratford for New Zealand Stockcast, Mike, from Richard and Trudy? Reckon going to make the journey there to Stratty?
What dates were they?
Yeah. Help us out, Richard Trudy. You help us out, mate.
We'll probably look into it. We'll just see how Sean Jury, he does all the travelling and all the fixing of the car. I just, throw in some money here and there. Like, he's unbelievable what he does for me, and I appreciate everything he does.
Yeah.
But this year, hopefully, I have my super going either this week or next meeting. So I really need to concentrate on that and get that up and running so I can go wreck that at Teams Champs.
Oh, so just put out your racing supers this weekend, but you haven't got that going yet, have you? Your super, you're not sure.
It's 9. Yeah, it's very close. Like just waiting on a couple of things, and if it comes together pretty quick, and the next day, a couple of late more nights, and we'll see how far we can get with it. But it's at that stage where do I push it to get it this meeting, or just take my time one more week and go from there.
New Zealand Stockcast, mate, 12th and 13th of January. Richard and Trudy just says 12th and 13th of January, so early January.
So what's that, a week after New Zealand Superstocks, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
Geez, that's a lot of drinking. Hey, like I said, with the New Zealand, we'll just feel out where Sean lies with the car, because I know he's trying to get his one going, and where everything is at that point of time, and we'll see how we go. it could be there, it could be not.
Yeah. Ask the Nitro Circus guy about Mike Mac. We'll have to do that next time, buddy.
yeah, we said that one.
Yeah.
Nitro
Yeah.
Circus.
He had a big. Do you not remember that, Kins?
Nah.
No, Mike went out and I think he put him up the wall or something. And
I had a bit of fun with the Nitro. I told, we had a big talk at the start of the meeting, and they said, yeah, you go out and hit him, and they had a big laugh about it. So I said to Butcher before the last race, I said, tell him I'm coming. I'm going to go spin him out and crash him and that. And, yeah, I did all that, and then all hell broke loose. They packed a big set, and, yeah, we just about had fights in the pits and all sorts of things going on. They went crazy about it, just for taking him out. So... And then I did it softly. I should have, in the end, just wound him off and hurt him. But, but I don't want to wreck Butcher's car, It's a local car, so I don't want to put the damage on. I just wanted to give him a bit of fun. But, it didn't pan out as what I thought it was going to.
So talking to
Harley
Butcher,
Roberts.
he's the Butcher's the manager this year for the Hawkeyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taken over. So he's the main man at the moment. So we're just... Yeah, we're halfway in the mix of just organising all that stuff because that's a big load to take on as well. So he's just learning the ropes while me and Claire in the background sort of help him out again. So, yeah.
Hey, just to clarify in regards to Hawkeyes, mate, the accommodation's all sorted after all that drama about a month or so ago?
Yeah, no, we got all sorted thanks to Ewan Means. He put up some hotels over at the Rugby Academy or wherever it is, and then another lady, I can't quite remember the hotel name. She found us 7 rooms in her hotel, so it was sort of, bit in between. But we are definitely sorted, and that was a big devastation blow that losing that hotel.
Yeah, mate. Harley Rob, mate, when Harley watches our show, every time Harley watches a show, it's going to be something funny. God, he's a good-looking fella. That's Harley straight away. Don't forget your fuel this weekend like you did in Wellington, bro.
Oh, yeah. yeah. No, I won't forget my fuel, bro. That's all right. Well, yeah. Bloody Harley. He's always worried about his car, not what runs the car. So that's all right. The payback will come around one day, Harley?
So you're putting your name forward for the team, for Hawkeyes?
Yeah, I put my name forward. So that's why I'm trying to get my car going so we can, push for that spot. It's a new car, newish car. So, yeah, just want to get it up and reliable and make sure it can do its thing and, go from there. See if I can make the team. And probably lose 20 kilos to do the teams racing too.
Mate, the credentials speak for itself, honestly, Mike, when you're in teams racing. I want to go to this weekend, though. This Saturday night, the Miani Maulers will take on the Orange Roughies stock car team. You're in the Orange Roughies. We caught it with Gemma on opening night, and she enjoyed herself, pedaling well. And, mate, we know what you did up in Auckland when it came to the New Zealands. Ethan Cross, Ethan Mack, Mike Mack, there you go. And, of course, Gibbo in there as well. Mate, looking forward to it, like you say. It's helping these young ones and teaching them a bit as you go along.
Yeah, especially with my nephew being in there. It's going to be cool to race beside him after working on his car all the time, getting his car ready. So I'll probably end up hitting him more than anybody else, but that's all right. It's going to be good just to teach the Orange Roughies how to sort of work a team's race and sort of get in the ear of the Maulers as well when I get a chance after the race and just point out what they can do better and go from there to make Maulers strong again. So they've got a good vibe at the moment. Aussie Christopher Holloway, he's got them going real good and socialising together and stuff like that. And as long as he keeps that going, the Maulers and the Roughies should start performing real well this year.
I'm a Roughies fan, big time. Hey, it's and the Maulers, but when it comes to between the Roughies and the Maulers, I tend to go towards the Roughies a bit more than the Maulers, but
yeah, I think most people do just the underdog of teams, and everybody loves a good underdog team.
Yeah.
So, but I've sort of put my hand up for the Maulers for New Zealand teams in Auckland at the end of the year, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we're just sort of dabbling around there and see how it goes. So we're just anything to do with teams racing, I like just to be involved in this. That's the best show on the earth at the moment. So
Mate, let's talk about that particular event. You said about it's one of the greatest shows, biggest shows on dirt here in New Zealand, maybe worldwide as well, the Palmy Teens. How long you been doing Palmy Teens, mate? You've been doing it for years, because it's not only been with the Hawkeyes, you've raced with the Brawlers from memory, other teams. But, mate, how long you been doing the team circuit now? Must be 10 plus years easy.
Yeah, definitely over 10 years now. I think I got roped in 2012, I want to say, through Stumpy and Murray Long. Sort of needed a driver in a car, and Tony Wally True put his car up, and I sort of eagerly jumped at it, and started from there. So and just got the bug, and once you got the bug, it's just hard to get rid of.
I think every person we talk to, when we say we already prefer the normal racing or teams racing, and every single driver says teams racing.
Yeah, it's just something. It's just like any other, like a team sport. You know, you're with your brothers, and you're just trying to make everything work together, and you're out for one each other, and you're out for blood. So it's just, I don't know, it's an unreal experience when you come off the track, win or lost. You know, it's just an experience that you can't explain unless you've done it.
Mate, you're a driver that puts himself in his car on the line. I don't know what it is, the knack that you have, Mike. Might be after years of experience in doing what you do. You really commit yourself. You know, when everyone knows Mike Max out there, the crowd goes nuts, honestly. And when there's a driver coming up behind you, it's like two minds. What the hell am I going to do here? Because 9 times out of 10, you'll either put them up the wall, you'll block them, you'll stop them, or you'll roll them. You're just a class act when it comes to teams, Mike.
Yeah, I think it's more me getting tired after about 2 laps because I'm too lazy to race. No, it's just one of those things. It's taken me years and years to get to what I can achieve on the track. You know, a lot of headaches and a lot of pain through the car and a lot of fixing, doing dumb shit. But just, I don't know. I just sort of took that avenue, so to speak, instead of going winning the racing, I go help win a race or annoy other people, which, you know, I know it's going to come back in a big time sooner or later, but hey, it's just our sport, and it's more for club more than anything. You know, you got to help your club mates out.
Yeah, and that's something that's very strong down there at Miani when people represent the B. But I know you can even pedal as well, mate. I've seen you put the foot down, and it's quite a shock to some people going, holy shit, this Mike Mac actually running flag racing. It's like, what's going on here?
That's, don't forget I was 53rd in the world a few years ago at the World of Stocks, the 240s. I won the 3rd tier, so I was 53rd in the world, I say. So that's the biggest trophy as I got. So like I've never really learned how to set cars up and that, and I'm starting to learn now very quickly. But when my car can go, it'll go, and I'll push it as hard as I can. But when it doesn't go, you sort of get bored and just want to just make fun of it and make the crowd happy.
Obviously, what you've done, and I've seen you in the tank and what you do in the car, majority bloody block. I'm guessing the team's racing itself has evolved and changed because cars are getting quicker. Like you say, it's a younger generation now that seems to have no fear. It's just totally different from the good old days where you just about blocked everything. I remember you stopping the Pumas team just about by yourself. But, mate, you know, it has changed. It's evolved now.
Yeah, like these young fellas, like it's changed hugely since I first started doing it. But back in the day, everybody's, the cars weren't as reliable and weren't as powerful. And now these days, computer online racing with these young fellas, like all that teams racing, you guys sort of doing that. That's taught them how to read a race a little bit better and stuff like that. And the quality of cars is tenfold. It's very hard to break a car these days, and that's why you still got 8 cars on the track at the end of the race, because the cars just do not fall apart these days as much, and unless you really put them away or unfortunately hurt the driver. That's the only way to stop them these days. But you don't want to hurt the driver, you're trying to just stop the car. But it's unreal how it's changed since back in the day when we had tractor links, carburetors and bloody distributors. Now it's intake manifolds and bloody E85 and O'Halloran joints, and it's evolved big time, teams racing.
Yeah, massively. But you've done Auckland Teams Nets as well. You've been up there and hit that bloody hard wall up there in Auckland.
I've done that many a times. Yeah, yeah. The old mortar on the wall exploding in through your chassis. That's pretty cool. No, I Auckland Teams is actually my favourite meeting because it's more teams racing, where Palmy's a bit more open.
Yeah.
It's a bigger track, Palmy, where you can't hide at Auckland, and you can't really if you get caught anywhere in Auckland, you're gonna feel it. So you got to be really on your game when you go to Auckland, and that's why I like Auckland Teams racing before Palmy.
There's nowhere to hide on that track, is there?
Sorry?
There's nowhere to hide on that Auckland track.
No, it's not. And it's actually, when it gets nighttime, the lights are there pretty crap, so it's dark as well. So looking in your mirrors is, it can get a bit deceiving sometimes. So, I I just like Auckland because it's hard and fast. And, you just got to be on your game the whole race.
And isn't it first over the line? Is it still first over the line up in Auckland? Wins the race?
Yeah, pretty much, because you only get like the 6 teams there. It's all based on points. But
okay.
So if you want to be in that top points, you've got to win every race just to get the lower grade team, so to speak, or the more broken team in the semi-final. But it's just a shame it's so far away, Auckland, and so expensive to get in there and do it. It's just sometimes you can and sometimes you can't.
Hey, there's always Huntley just up the road, not too far. You don't have to go on that stupid bloody motorway with all that traffic. Wayne Otten, mate, where did the Superstock Tank 84B end up?
I can't remember the guy's name. He bought it and went up to Auckland, and last time I heard, it's still sitting in a paddock somewhere, but that thing was pretty bent up. Even Kerry Podurski come and had a look at it the next day after I got smashed in it, and he just laughed and walked away and said, "Don't even bring that thing back to my shed. It's not worth it." And then Byron got a bit hurt on it the second night, and that just finished it off. She's pretty bent. I haven't seen a car nor a tank that bent before.
Oh wow! Okay. Jason O'Brien, what sort of Superstock do you have now, Mike?
I've got the Alex Bright Higgins copy that he built a few years ago. Ended up in Stan Sharman's hands for a bit. And then I bought it off Sharky, Sean Pearson. And it's been sitting in my shed for about too long now, 3 years now. So I sort of had that on the wings, but just with the kids' cars and all that, I just sort of got pushed into the corner a little bit and spent the money on the kids' cars at the moment.
Yeah. Something in priorities. Tony, I'm guessing Hawkeyes, well, we'll see what happens once they get through some of the season, mate, whether or not they make a decision to head up to the Nats up there in Auckland. But, I would guess watch the space. I'm not sure. It might be too early in the season for Mike to make a call on that once they get through the season and see what they have around machinery cars. Or are you going to go to Team Nats?
Hopefully we can keep the Hawkeyes together, and we'll like to make it up to Auckland. But Bruce Robinson's got to put his money up a bit more. These machines aren't cheap to run. No. And, the old travel money for teams is not that good anymore, so compared to what he sort of makes. So, I'm definitely keen to go up there, though. But even if Hawkeyes can't make it, I'll try and squeeze into a team somewhere. I'm always keen to go to Auckland.
What was it like being asked from their Bay Park team? I think you drove with the Brawlers. I think it was the Brawlers.
Was the Brawlers,
a few years back. Yeah, the Brawlers had the blue car back in the day.
Yeah, we were a team of put togethers for Kerry Remnant. He was struggling with cars that year, and I came on board because James Buckle dropped me from the team. Lance Aldridge. It's funny, like me and Lance knew each other from stock cars and never really talked until the year before. I think we were standing in line at the same team champs and started yarning then. It'd be cool. We're just saying to each other how cool it would be to race teams, and then the following year we were in the same team together, sort of thing. And then you had Carl Ross and Dave Tarrant. It was changed my team's racing mentality that weekend, talking to Rodney Wood and Ross Ashby and Kerry Remnant, and just getting those sort of vibes from different avenues through different managers, and yeah, it just changed my perspective on how to actually drive in a teams race that weekend.
Yeah.
I remember in one of those races for that team, you had the other team. No one wanted to go past you. They all sat behind you.
Yeah.
I remember watching it thinking, bloody hell. No one wants to go past Mike. He was just strolling around the pole line. Like, I just got sent a picture before. I was trying to put it up quickly to show everybody from Murray Goodley, Legacy Media. There's a picture of Mike in the 171 orange roughies. And there's 4 Palmy cars that won't go past.
Oh, yeah. Look.
That was at Miani too, I think.
Yeah, some of those moments you don't realise you've all got all 4 cars behind you, but yeah, you just sort of make your car as wide as possible, and sometimes people just don't. Yeah, I don't know. They just hesitate. Once you hesitate in teams race, you get caught. So I can't comment on how other drivers do it and I've never really run before myself as well, so I wouldn't even know how to do it properly. So it's cool seeing those photos. It makes you feel cool. But, it's one of those things on the tracks. You just don't realise it until you get told after the meeting that you had all 4 cars behind you at one stage.
Yeah. The fans definitely let you know, mate, because they see it all and they all crack up and laugh, and you can tell all of those guys behind you, or Gil in this instance, or it doesn't matter who it is, they just, don't know what to bloody do when they're behind you, mate. So it's just one of those things. It's what you bring to the entertainment of the crowd and the fans, and, when you've been on the winning side of things, it's bloody awesome, mate, and people still share those photos.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's definitely. But just after it was the last weekend, Lofty put that car up on the wall in Stratford, and I thought it was a fair hit. But him getting fined in 21 days, I thought that was quite rough. And where's our sport sort of leading to? If it was a clean hit, as far as I was concerned, how where do we go with it? Are we allowed to hit at all? Is the fans going to lose out? I think SNZ sort of need to take a step back again and just have another look at things.
Yeah, there's probably a few things they need to step back and have a look at a few things. I think we've heard a few comments on the side from different promoters too, as we did our promoter thing about different things there. But it's I feel sorry for Lofty because I thought it's just a nice, fun, clean hit, and he got done for it. Now he's got to stand down 21 days, which is. Yeah.
Mate, it sounds to me familiar like another sport that's going bloody soft, but I don't want to go there. You talk about that.
TMOs, we don't like TMOs at the moment.
That's what they'll bring in one day. Stop everyone and go to a TMO thing where the inside referees will look at it and assess it, and you might get a yellow or a red. Could you imagine that type of bloody rubbish? The fans would hate it, like rugby now. Fans hate what they see now. They just get over it.
Yeah, that's as I said the other day, though. I said we had Jordan Deere on last week, and I said, I far much enjoy rather going down and watching my local club rugby than any international stuff, man. Like, I go down and watch the Taradale team, and I'll sit there and I'll watch the Colts, and if it's a club day, I'll sit there and watch the Colts, the thirds, the seconds, and the seniors. I'll sit there for the whole lot, and I sit in my little chair at the end of the goalpost there, and quite happily yell out a bit of abuse every now and again, and but it's so much.
I can understand where SNZ are coming from. I can see their safety points of views. We've definitely got to watch, the safety of us drivers and that. But when it's a cleaner hit like that or something similar to that, it's quite harsh. When I can understand if he followed him off at the end of the straight, but he sort of punted him and then got underneath him and did it quite cleanly. But it's a 50-50 call. Well, I'm not happy about it. That's for sure.
I suppose someone's got to make the call at the end of the day, and the other one that's got to live with it in some sense. Anyway, there's a car available for you down in Palmy. Waikato needs a runner, mate. Tyson Wooten.
Can't have our Hawke's Bay people yet, Tyson.
If I don't make the Hawkeyes, I'll be getting on the phone and trying to find a team. So I'll make the Hawkeyes first. That's first and foremost. I won't go to any other team until I know where they're at, sort of thing. So I'm pretty hardy when it comes to club stuff. So that's how it rolls at the moment.
Yeah, man. And that, you say
Tyson will be on my list.
You say about hardy about the club, like it's what were your thoughts when you first heard we're going to go club run? Like, what do you think?
I was all for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I was dead for it because I knew what sort of, you could sort of see the crowds. I know what it costs to run a meeting. Well, we do now. But, yeah, I was all for it because I just hate seeing money going away from the club. And our club sort of, we've upgraded our lights and all that, but we've got a lot of stuff to upgrade. Like our stands need a lot of work. We've just done a whole couple of weeks, fixing the stands. Our office block needs doing, just all those little things that can really spruce the place up. And yeah, when we're going club run, I just thought, sweet, more money into the bank, then we can start working on fixing everything else and making it a more professional looking track. So I'm all for it. So that's why I'm putting my heart and soul into the club at the moment, just trying to get it going.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking when I first heard the news, I was like, oh yeah. And let's do it, is all I said. If you're gonna do it. And I'm club proud as well, mate. Like Hawke's Bay is, when it comes to my speedway and my rugby, and you've just got to stand up. And I hope that the Hawke's Bay people understand and they turn up and support the club as well. In the stands and because you guys are making, are you going to make a bit of a social club too for it? Are you, for the other side of it, for other ways for the club to?
Yeah. So me and Claire are running the bar side of things now as well, and we're trying to we've got a drivers social club page going on at the moment, so we can try and bring some things back into the club afterwards. And we just put a big screen up in the club room, so the race meeting straight after the meeting. The race meeting will be put up on the big screen, so you can have a beer, sit back, have a pie and a beer, and watch the race meeting. So stuff like that. We've fixed up we've done a bit of work into the club rooms to just try and make it more sociable and more kid friendly as well. We've got a kids corner for just a chalkboard and some colouring in books and kids packs like food and drink. Just trying to make it family friendly.
Yeah.
People can come back to the club, enjoy a beer, have their kids doing their thing, and have a beer and watch prize giving, watch the racing, and then they can go home. So just trying to get money back into the club that way as well.
Yeah.
It's a key thing, making it family orientated, mate. There seems to be a lot of sport codes up and down the countryside that seems to have gone away from that within club rooms. And you look at it and you notice it, whether it's grassroots sports, you just take a look in the club rooms. Really, it's like the poor kids are running around. It's like, make something, do something about family, get them back involved. And you're on the right track, actually. You and your committee down there at that track, mate, that got the right vision for the place. And dare I say it, some of those kids played on the chalkboard, eating some of those kiddie packs. They could be future mini stock drivers, and that could be their home for them in years to come.
Yeah, that's no doubt. Like, I remember back in the day when Dad was running the bar, we'd help him in the bar doing the beer and all that, and then at the end of the night we'd be asleep under the tables with our pack of chips and coke sort of thing. But back in the times are different now. Kids are a little bit more special, so to speak, and they need a bit more delicateness. So we're just trying to make it comfortable for the families and try and just make it more sociable so people can enjoy their time at the track instead of just going there racing and going home again.
Yeah.
A question for you, Mike, from Ethan. Long-time follower here, just wondering if tea is ready yet.
I don't know, I'd have to ask the wife that. He's probably sitting in the kitchen bloody smelling it at the moment. He eats more than me. He's going to look like these things because he eats more than me, that's for sure.
Yeah. We've got a big one this weekend though, haven't we, out at Miani? I mean, it's we've got a big Guy Fawkes night. We've got a teams race. We've got supers there, good field of supers.
Yep.
It's going to be another great night at the Speedway, and I'm probably going to be there and going to walk around the pits and talk to some people with Jeff Bicknell. So I want to try and help and do as much as I can to promote the place as well. So, and we'll be there for the New Zealands, and we've got some great ideas for the New Zealands to involve the crowd.
More crowd involvement, better,
exciting. Me and Kins might go around and talk to people in the crowd and interview them and do some spot prizes and stuff like that for them,
yeah, well, what you guys do is already promoting, what you guys do is unreal and promoting the sport. And, Jeff Bicknell's he's only a small timer live streamer, but he's pretty much up on his game now. And I think, he'll push old Pitts Media or whatever for a run for their money. And, staying local with live streaming, it's helping everybody.
Yeah, he's got some good ideas too, Mike. So I went and saw him and said, let's work together instead of us doing two separate things. And he wants us to help him. And so, yeah, we're keen as to anything to help. Right, like I said, if I can help the club out.
Jeff's always been about the club. So, he's whatever he can do to help the club go forward. Even other clubs, like he's keen to get to Gisborne all the time to help them live stream. He's a good bugger, old Jeff. And, he'll do anything to get a live stream and just help the tracks out.
Yeah. Heart of gold, mate. He's got a heart of gold. Mike, there might be someone ringing you saying your dinner's ready, so we better let you go and eat your dinner before... No?
That'd be Adam. That's just Adam Green probably telling me that I look fat in here or something. That's all.
Oh, look, Tyson said we all know the kids' corner is really for James Buckerill.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is for. So James can go sit there and draw his plans for the next following week for the speedway. But the committee's put a lot of hours in the last couple of weeks, especially Davy Jones and our secretary and our treasurer and that. A lot of hours going behind it, and to pull off what we've done in the last short time is unbelievable. So hopefully we can just keep going forward and get it going a lot better.
Mate, tell me about this T-shirt. Ethan said, "Up the Bay, Dads."
You fucking cunt. MIP weekend. It's the biggest weekend of the year for us because it's get to see our kids race, and we have a weekend off, and it's just an enjoyable weekend. And a few years ago, me, Quinton Butcher, and James Buckerill, we camp at the track and have a bit of fun and relax all weekend. And we started calling ourselves the Bay Dads, and so we just sort of made our own little gang patch, and so we're just trying, sort of proud of the Bay Boys, and mini stock and Paradise is actually quite good to watch when you got people involved. It's good close racing.
Yeah, we're going to that this year. Me and kids, we're going to interview all the kids. We're going to do a big mini stocks of Paradise and interview them all at Scrutineering this year.
Yeah, the kids, that's a big thing for the kids. They look forward to it, and it's like team champs for them. It's their biggest trophy of the year, and they just look forward to it. And we get to sit back, relax, and hopefully they work on don't break their cars, and we get to cook the barbecue and have a cold drink in the trailers.
Hey, Carl Carpenter watching. I know you raced last weekend at Gizzy, mate. George Lambert, how much track prep is done during the week, Mike, before the weekend meeting? So how much work's put into it?
Quite a bit. Depending how much rain and stuff we've had, but we've left the track try and dry this week, and we had a little bit of rain yesterday, but it should make it okay. It dried out quite a bit because we've had that hot weather, but as much as they can, they're all volunteers, so as soon as they can get a chance, they'll get onto it and get it in there. But I know the track was pretty harsh last week, but it's actually been soft since the floods. You probably don't believe that, but as soon as we got the grader onto the track that first time, we thought it was nice and dry. The grader man thought, yep, she's good to go. As soon as we started peeling it off, we went, ooh, she's a bit soft. And ever since the car's been going on, it just drew the moisture up and made it real soft. So now we've sort of turned the track over with racing. Hopefully it'll dry it right out and get it going, and the track should come right, hopefully. But they put a lot of effort into it every week.
Okay. I think everybody is at the moment out there, to be honest, Kins. I think everybody involved in that club at the moment is giving it 110% and really trying to make it work. And I mean, I think that, some people say, oh, the track on opening meeting and that, and I said to them, you got to be fair. This is the first meeting that we've done as a club, and there's all these factors and rain and weather and first time prepping the track. You got to say, hey, okay, it was still a bloody good meeting for that first meeting, and it can only get better from here with the amount of effort and time that's getting put in by committee members, club members, families, the whole lot. Everyone's pitching in and doing their best, eh?
Well, thankfully, we got to keep the track man who's been doing it for the last couple of years. But yeah, just we've had no real heat since that flood. So like the sun hasn't been around; it's been there, but no heat in it. And yeah, just the moisture was still sitting underneath it. Unbelievable, because it's clay. It's real hard to dry out when it just lays there. So hopefully we'll get it right. I know it's going to take a while, and let's hope it gets right before the New Zealanders at least anyway, so we're going to have nice, hard, fast racing.
Yeah, no, it's I'm looking forward to the whole season, mate. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season at the club. I really am. It's pumped as, even though I'm probably going to be away all over the bloody countryside. I don't know how much of my own club I'm going to see this season.
I think we got the North Island Street Stocks here, and I'm looking forward to that because those Street Stock, Phil McNamara and the team in the Street Stock ranks, they put on a good show, and Phil McNamara set the Street Stock guys up quite good, and I look forward to seeing that because that's my old school blood sort of back in those days, and I'm looking forward to that because they go hard, and when they put their mahi in and start wrecking their cars, it's good to watch.
Yeah. Their opening night was outstanding for the Street Stocks. We were watching a couple get pistol with each other, chase each other down, and mate, they go bloody fast both ways. No, it's really good. Being club run now, when will the call be made to be when things are postponed? I'm guessing Speedway Racer, just keep an eye on their Facebook page. I'm guessing it's hard to say.
It's hour by hour these days on when they're going to cancel. So it's just, Facebook's probably the quickest one to find out if it's going to be postponed. But, it all depends on the weather that week. And, we'll try and make early calls as well, the promotion side of the club. We'll try and make the early calls so people can go travelling if we're not racing. So, hey, it's just, hour by hour at this stage.
TQ Racing, you touched on it earlier in the show. Mike, you had a plat in the TQ, and Carl Carpendale said it was great for the drivers. They definitely enjoyed it, and we watched old Humble win. Was it 3 out of 4 bloody races, something like that? Phil is a massive asset to the class. He's a legend. The Tri-Series was epic. That's from Wayne Odden. And, everyone that's been enjoying the show. Well, it's nearly clicking over to 20 to 9, and just about wrapping up the show. Goes so bloody fast when you're enjoying having a bit of a chat, eh, Books? Goes real fast. It
does, mate. Yeah, it ticks on real quick sometimes, this show, but we don't want to hold people up for too long, so we're going to stick to our normal hour show, and I appreciate you making time, Mike. I know you're a busy man at the moment with work and the club and everything, so we wish you all the best for the season, mate, and hope to see you out there this weekend anyway.
Yeah, I'll be definitely out there in the sea cab, and hopefully the super might be there. But I'll probably got to recook tea now because Ethan's probably eaten all mine. So
all good, mate.
We'll be there and thereabouts, always at the track.
All right, mate. Hey, thank you to yourself and Claire for your little donation for our Hard Kids auction that's coming up on the 17th. Really appreciate that. So thank you very much.
Nah, thank you. Yeah, and you guys do a good job. And like the Hawkeye got a raffle going on as well. We've got,
oh, yes, I saw that.
$25 gets you tickets. You can win your corporate tickets for the New Zealand Superstock. So get online on the Hawkeye page and, get onto that and buy some tickets. And it's a cheap night cheap weekend if you win one for $25. So,
man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so get amongst that because, it all helps out the Hawkeyes team. That'd be a great prize to win too, I tell you. Shit, you'd have some fun with that team.
Definitely.
I can tip you. Yeah. Okay, mate.
Nah, it's all good.
Thank you, Mike.
Cheers
See
for
you
the
on
show.
Saturday, mate.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers,
there we go, everyone. Mike Mack, always good to catch on Mike, and doing a lot behind the scenes voluntary work as well. His business itself, I think 7 years today, and doing an awesome work there, and always one to watch. Turns on the show when it comes to any form of racing, especially when it comes to teams. We touched on a big night there with teams racing at Miami on Saturday. Also fireworks. Fireworks gets underway this Friday at TWS Paradise Valley. Go to Flickr to get tickets. Gates open up at 4. Show gets underway at 7. rotorspSpeedway.co.nz has all the information there. But we also know there's more teams racing down in Wellington on the weekend as well.
Yeah, there is, mate. And we will continue to put up our thing each week of what's happening on the tracks. I have had a few mistakes lately, but I'm only going based on what I've got information in front of me. So if you know something that I don't, then let me know. You don't have to be negative in the post. So, just that we're doing this trying to help everybody. We're not doing it to make money. We're not doing it for anything else but to help everyone. So if you know something that I don't, please message me, and I will put it on there. I'm only using the information that is in front of me. And sometimes it changes and sometimes it's different. I did find out where I went wrong on Bay Park. I apologise to Bay Park. I was reading the calendar incorrectly, and that is my fault. And I apologise for that, but I will make sure that that is correct every week. So I'm doing my best to make sure that's correct for everybody each week. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for your input into our new name of the show for the season. We're still going to keep the bump and run with Booker and In the Cockpit with Kins because they're the original shows, but we just thought for the season we'd involve you guys and make something different. So there it is, the new one, Trackside with Cockpit, Kins.
Yeah, and congrats to Tyson Goodley, the winner of that as well. He's got a prize pack coming his way. Hey, but a big massive thank you to everyone that put in the comments as part of this competition. It was a hard one. Me and Books picked about 5 each in the end. A couple of them we had double ups of. So we made you, the viewers, do the emojis and pick it out for us. So that's the show. Heart Kids NZ, Tamariki Manua Maya. It's a big fundraiser, 17th November, Huntly International Speedway. I'm actually going to be out at Huntly this coming Saturday, catching up in the commentary box and sitting alongside Cam there as well. Pete Rose, yeah, I did find the kettle jug cord, mate, inside the bloody kettle. Bloody stupid things you say. You get a new box of a kettle. And
I wonder what that was about. That's right.
yeah, but I did a bit of a live stream on Facebook, and I was walking around looking for the actual plug, and everything was inside the kettle. Carl Carpendale said, good to see you, Booker in Gisborne. Appreciate the track guide. Thanks, Warren. Yeah, it's very handy, and that's what we're trying to do, make things handy, make things accessible. Don't forget to also on our Kokpit Media and Racing page, there's a QR app which gives you links to all the tracks up and down the country. Make sure you add that in there, and also the QR app that's on our stream. That's going to help out Heart Kids NZ as well. But if you're going to be traveling north to Speedway, whether it be Friday, Saturday, or maybe Sunday, if they're racing Sunday, be safe. Leave the racing on the track, not on the roads to get there and get home. Just make sure you enjoy yourself, and we'll catch you back on the flip side Wednesday.
And Saturday you might see me on the Kiwi Motorsport Media page doing some interviews for them. So if you want to tune in, or if you're not getting to a track and you want to buy a stream, there's a few streaming this weekend, I think, Kins, to be honest. It's all in that guide. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, and be safe out there, and we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, Craig Cardwell, for the merch as well.
Yeah,
supporting
awesome.
Cardwell Racing. Big ups, mate.
Hold on. Craig gave us these, sent them out of a goodness of his heart. That's awesome. Oh, kids are going to stand up quickly and show you the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. No. Oh, he's going to take it off, I think, and then show you. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, there we go. There's the body side of the 2NZ Joblin body that we're going to auction off on the 17th as well. Ken's just put through in the camera there. And look, there's the back of the Cardwell shirt. Look at that. That's what they look like at the back of the hoodies. Frickin' awesome. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll put up a list soon as well for the what we've got at the auction night. We'll put a list of what's going to be up for auction, and you can bid on that online or come and join us in the club rooms from 7 on the 17th at Huntly Speedway. But other than that, myself and Kidza will see you next week, and have a great weekend.
During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. He was a perfectly healthy baby boy to us. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us the thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
When you're young and you get in your old man superstock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field, doesn't it look fantastic?